under 25s could be banned from buying cigarettes altogether in the UK. And there is a body of thought that thinks Ireland should follow suit. So you're talking about 24-year-olds, 23-year-olds, all of that, grown adults. They can get married, they can vote, they can fight in a war, they can do all of those adult things. How do you feel if we say that they can't buy cigarettes?
A bit of me says, this is a great idea. We should be trying to eradicate smoking and we know it kills, what is it, you were telling me 1 in 2 people who smoke will die from smoking, and this is a great way of tackling its source. And we saw what New Zealand did, where anyone born after 2008 can't smoke. So I can see the logic of it. But then there's another bit of me that says, this is ridiculous. We're treating 25-year-olds as children.
Yeah.
Like, if you're old enough to do everything you can do at 25, how are you not able to smoke? There's a bit of me that just thinks, oh, this is wrong.
I'm hugely torn on it because I spent years treating people with all kinds of smoking-related illnesses, and smoking-related illnesses aren't
You've
just
seen
things,
it at first hand.
Yeah, aren't just chest things. It's everything from an increased risk of cervical cancer to heart disease. It's all sorts of things are affected because our immune system is affected by smoking. And I don't like cigarettes, but we've seen what prohibition in effect sort of looks like for drugs. It's been a very thorny issue and it has been fraught with difficulty, and I really do dislike the encroachment on our personal freedoms. I don't want to live in a nanny state. I don't want to live in New Zealand. I didn't like the zero COVID. I didn't like every aspect of our lives being dictated. And I know there are some people on the left in particular who would dictate every aspect of our lives and tell us we're only allowed to do this, we're only allowed to do that. But we're not ants. Surely to God is room for a bit of individuality. On balance, I think you probably should be allowed to mess up your own life, even though I think smoking does make a hash of your life.
Of course, it doesn't just mess up your life. Like, smoking, we also know, costs a fortune for the health service every year.
But so does things like alcohol, so does things like obesity. Are we going to say to people now, you can't drink till you're over 25, you can't have a cream bun? At what point do we say we want the freedom to make a mess of our own lives? And that's the argument. Yeah. And on balance,
if cigarettes were being made now, they wouldn't be legal, though.
I don't think they would, because they're so toxic.
Yeah.
They're absolutely toxic. They are really bad for you. It's a stupid thing to do, to smoke. I personally hate smoking and I hate the smell of it around me. But, and it is a big but, I believe in the freedom to make your own mistakes in life.